Sagittarius, it's me Jess here with your September 2020 month-long reading, and a lot of people on the monthlies have been asking me about this book, the quote book that I use, and it's just in the description box if that's something that you guys were interested in. And our quotes for this month, we have, don't pay too much attention or take your emotions too seriously. What you feel is not who you are. Ariel Grunwald. And then the second one is, to be loved means to be recognized as existing, by Thich Nhat Hanh. So I will let you guys think about that while I start to shuffle for your reading. Sagittarius, what is going on in September 2020? First of all, you guys have air and the guide coming out. So the guide represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Then we also have this air energy, and your opposite sign is Gemini, which is an air sign. So I feel like you guys are stepping out into some kind of teaching energy. You guys are sharing some kind of information that I feel like is helping people to ascend in some kind of way. But it might be tough love. This might be some tough medicine, but it's deep wisdom that's coming out of you. I also feel like you guys are very much, let me just try to put this out, clearing the air, like you're clearing the air in some way, and showing people, sometimes I have a big problem putting this out. All right, we'll see if it wants to go out on its own. So, yeah, you guys, like, it might be some tough love and some tough wisdom here that's coming out of you, but you guys are, like, getting very clear on something. You have very clear knowledge and understanding. I might really need to... One second. Okay, sorry about that. So I've been trying to incorporate more syncretism, like things that are happening around the readings, so maybe that will fold itself in. But yeah, I feel like you guys have gotten really clear on something. You're trying to, like, maybe some of you guys have blocked yourself off from someone who maybe you used to trust, but maybe they put financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. Because Sagittarius is a very spiritual energy, and it is someone who likes to learn. And so I feel like you guys probably like to learn and find inspiration from a lot of different areas, but it is a very high-minded energy. So perhaps there was a person that, you guys, somebody was trying to mess with your energy. I feel like someone was trying to mess with your energy in the past. This could have been somebody that you were giving money to. This even could be, it doesn't have to be dark and nefarious. I feel like this, for some of you guys, could be a school or institution. It didn't sit right with your values. So you've really turned your back on this. And maybe you've gone through a period of, like, you're educating yourself through the school of hard knocks. And yeah, you guys are starting to grow, though. I feel like you guys are rising up into some kind of teacher energy where you are sharing a lot of things. Some of you guys are starting a business, and it could have to do with, like, guiding people through their finances. It could be helping people sort out their contracts, who they can trust and who they can't. You're helping to guide people through, maybe even you're working with groups, but you can be helping to guide people through some kind of difficult time in their life. Some of you guys are mediators or, like, mentors. You help people who are maybe getting a divorce or trying to come to some kind of agreement, especially when it deals with money, or you're helping to set up prenuptial agreements or something like that. with the Empress, like you guys could be working with married couples, you guys could be working with pregnant women, but I also feel that a lot of you are starting, like I said, your own business, but it's very holistic and you're pulling in things that you have seen other people fail to pull in whatever their business endeavor is. And the reason is because this is your spiritual mission. A lot of you guys are taking on the mantle of your spiritual mission. You're starting to lay the foundations of that, and you're starting to take up the mantle of teacher and guide, because the Three of Pentacles often talks about somebody in like an authoritative position. So I feel like you guys are helping to teach people and guide people in some kind of way, especially dealing with like communication. Maybe you're doing like a poetry thing or a writing thing, especially writing, maybe even technical writing, honestly. There's something very like technical that you guys could possibly be doing, and you are leaving behind some kind of situation that just didn't suit you. I feel like you were fragmented in the past about, like, maybe you were a part of some kind of group or you were following somebody, like there was somebody helping you with your finances, but it wasn't very clear, or you just didn't feel like you could trust this person. So it's actually something that you're aware of, is that you're cutting through, I wanted to say you're cutting through the BS. You're cutting through the nonsense. There's some kind of chattery energy and you're done with it. Like you're absolutely done with it. And you're just, yeah, you're moving on. You're cutting right to the heart of what's important, and you're getting that for yourself. You're moving on from this nonsense. There could have been just a group that was toxic for you in the past. This could have been a group that followed this guide. Maybe this is a narcissistic leader that you were involved with, or and this person liked to maybe use money in order to turn people against one another, and it made everything very complicated. But you have strong boundaries up, and you're moving in your own direction, and there's something that's coming directly from your heart and soul. We have two pregnant ladies here, so maybe some of you guys are pregnant, or you're finding out that you're pregnant, and that is who you are going to guide into the world. You're taking on the mantle of mother or father, who is the ultimate like teacher or guide. Some of you guys are growing your finances in some way. You're taking somebody's financial advice, and you're not making emotional decisions when it comes to money at all. You're connecting with a part of yourself that's very protective, and you're realizing that it's also very divine. Because I kind of feel like maybe somebody was trying to take advantage of you, especially in regards to money. There's, oh my gosh, in America, well, in Colorado, there were these like mentorship like schemes that were going on, where these people would be like, oh my gosh, let me introduce you to my mentor who makes $1 billion a second. And you've never heard of this person, and I'm never going to mention their name, but we should go out for coffee. I'm going to give you a book so you feel obligated to like call me back, this kind of thing. Like, so some of you guys maybe were involved with something like that, but you're getting your justice. You're very motivated by fairness this month. You usually are, because like I said, that Jupiterian energy is very like high-minded, and it's very it's just very high-minded. So you guys are motivated by some sense of justice. You want to help other people get their justice. Some of you guys are being very vocal about spirituality. You guys, Sagittarius is there. That is the guru. Jupiter is the guru, and that is your ruling sign. The 9th house, it's said, that is the most important house in the zodiac. And it helps that it's all about the beast becoming man with the centaur, right? And getting a hold of our lower natures, because the horse represents our lower natures, right? And there's something, you have just had it with injustice in some way, and I feel like it has to do with money, but you're guiding people. You're using very clear language. You're honestly not tolerating any BS. I feel like this is tied to the age of Aquarius with the star card here. We're ushering in a new time, and we're ushering in a new way. And Sagittarians are super, super smart. So are Aquarians. And I feel like you guys are using your minds, you're using your intelligence and your communication in order to lead and guide people. But this has like a very distinctly spiritual feel. The star is kind of a guide, right? Like the Star of Bethlehem. Okay, so something is starting here, and it's culminating in December at the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction. That is a conjunction that happens every 17 years, and it is said to be the sign that Jesus was born under. Maybe some of you are giving birth to a little Jesus child around then, or something like that. But you guys are guiding people. That's like really what's coming. You're merging heaven into earth, and you're being very clear about it. You have a way of communicating this. There's something that you feel like it has been a betrayal, something to do with, oh my gosh, finances, betrayal, very difficult times here. But you have turned this into some kind of growing experience. Okay, so also I was kind of like my hands were like, where do I want to put this? So some of you guys, maybe, yeah, you're just getting to the heart of the matter and you have no tolerance. There's something you're getting super clear about within yourself in September. And you're very aware of somebody in a leadership position. And I think you're just done with it and you're taking up that mantle yourself. But there's a lot of fears and a lot of like secrets kind of surrounding that energy. But you're feeling like this could be like your victory. You're feeling like actually this is what you belong doing, is being out in front of people in some kind of way. And you're going to have some kind of success. People are recognizing you as a leader. That's basically, if we could distill this down, even if it's like a thought leader, some kind of spiritual leader, your mind is really shining in September, and your communication. And also you're very like to the point, and you kind of don't care about social fallout, because I think you've a little bit had it with social fallout. So with the Six of Wands, you guys are putting yourselves out there and people are noticing that you are very successful. Some of you guys are going to have like, you're going to be on TV, or you're going to like have a social media presence. You're going to have your mind and your thoughts like put out there, and people are really, really going to appreciate it. So you're just afraid that you're missing out on some kind of opportunity. You're afraid that you're missing out on some kind of group and that maybe you made the wrong choice. And you're also afraid that maybe people won't like or accept you for the way that your mind works or thinks. But it's exactly the opposite is what I'm getting. You know, you're afraid of missing out on some kind of opportunity perhaps here, because, yeah, maybe you guys had to make a decision to not go back to school, or to not, but I feel like this was a really difficult decision. And instead you're doing something that kind of comes from your heart a little bit, not a little bit, a lot bit. But you are kind of stepping up and making your own choice here. So the Queen of Cups, and we have finances, like I feel like you guys possibly are growing your money, or like whatever this is that you're doing, you possibly could make money guiding people to do with like making decisions around money and finance, and showing, yeah, there's some kind of, you have an eye for something to do with like exchange. And the way that people are appreciating the way that you're communicating, they're also appreciating that you're helping them make their decisions. And possibly this has to do with love. I feel like you give good advice in September. Like if I need advice in September, I'm calling a Sagittarius. But yeah, like the energy that is recommended for you to like lean into in order to have the highest vibrational outcome is the Queen of Cups. Keeping something very mum, keeping something close to your chest, and like following your goals, following your passions, following your intuition. There's something growing inside of you. And I don't mean that in a weird way. There's something growing inside of you. No, but there is. We have two, like, I just feel like you're about to give birth, like either for real or metaphorically. And whatever this is has the potential to be very financially abundant, because you guys have been setting the stage for this. So you know that you're trying to cut through the heart of something. I feel like you're very passionate about this, whatever this is. So let me just start. Oh my gosh, we have Justice twice here. There's something, you guys could be working in the field of law, financial law, writing contract, something like that. And you're really focused. So let me just start to clarify some of these things. Why is Justice here? Oh my gosh, 4 of Cups, okay. You guys, a lot of you guys are starting a business, and you're filling out the paperwork, and possibly you're working with someone. Yeah, and you want to move towards this because something has come to an end. There might be a group of people that you really want to make this clear, whatever you're doing, but you're also like kind of sitting on your hands because I feel like you're just trusting karma to work something out. Be careful about vengeance, because it might, like, very much keep your focus on yourself. I think it's warning you against vengeance because it might make you miss out on an opportunity that is being offered to you from elsewhere. But there is like a choice to make here, and there's some kind of partnership. Oh boy. But you guys are traveling, you're moving forward. And I say traveling, I just feel like you guys are moving towards your dreams. You're putting some kind of skill to good use here. Some of you guys had to make a difficult decision not to return to school or something like that. Not to travel because of something. You guys leaving in the past. Queen of Swords. I feel like there were some catty people around you saying some really nasty things. But you're moving towards your spirituality. You're moving towards a resonance with people that you actually dig and you actually get along with. But there is like an ending that you kind of need to let go of. But this ending is actually a new beginning in disguise. And you're pulling in exactly what it is that you want. If this is a business, you're pulling in exactly the clients that you want. You're pulling in a lot of money and you're making it in a way that feels good to you, finally and for once. You might have to do a lot of communicating over the internet. Maybe you guys are working with people from different cultures than you in some kind of a way. But you're going to find your people through your communication. And you're offering people something refreshing and something new, something more whole. And I feel like there's money involved, like a lot of money. With finances, you could be directing people with how to put their finances towards things that they actually care about or something like that. To go after whatever it is that they're about. Yeah, you guys are trusting. You're taking a leap of faith here, and there is some kind of new beginning energy that's permeating this reading where it's like you're finally letting go. You're finally in the groove of something. You're recognizing a betrayal. You're recognizing that you didn't fit somewhere, and you're moving away from that. You're moving into your own success. You're moving towards your dreams in a lot of ways. And for some of you guys, there's a Libra or an Aquarius that you're working with, or someone with heavy Venus. Find out where your Venus sign is, because you could be having some kind of business partnership with someone, and Venus rules our one-on-one relationships, and it rules how we make money for ourselves. So that might give you a little bit more ideas, like to where to look for this, I don't know, like how this energy could be showing up in your life. Why is the Four of Cups here? Twice. Your hopes and fears are really bearing a lot on this situation. I just want you to be aware of that. Because something came to an end and you're calling for some kind of retribution, because I feel like somebody was just not who they said they were. They were out for the wrong things. They were trying to dominate or like defeat someone in this situation. And I feel like if you focus too much on that, there's an opportunity that's trying to come into your life in September, and you might miss out on it if you're too focused on whatever this was that happened in the past. Like the universe is kind of saying like, I got you. And actually it's balancing out the scales through bringing some kind of an opportunity in for you. But you guys are gathering some kind of information. You're trying to figure things out. You're trying to manifest a new beginning, and you're just a little bit afraid that you might miss out on some kind of an opportunity, or that an opportunity already passed you by. But you're pulling something big in, Saggy. You got a big fish on the line. So let's see if there's anything else that I need to clarify. And then this could be something different though. Like you could be breaking away from tradition in some kind of a way. It might not make sense to other people, but it makes sense to you. And if it does, it's crystal clear. And I feel like you have a laser focus on this. And you might not be able to move forward. You might feel stuck and blocked, like you can't make moves towards whatever your dream or your goal is right away. Maybe somebody has guided you away from that because of finances, but it will come together eventually. It really will, because you have like a lot of willpower behind whatever this is. So yeah, you guys are you're dreaming about traveling somewhere. You're manifesting is what you actually are doing. So I'm actually going to pull some cards. If this Sagittarius is your Western sign, that is absolutely fine. Take that if it resonates. If you're here for your Vedic sign, I'm going to start to pull, I'm going to pull a card for each one of the nakshatras in Sagittarius, just so you can see like a little bit more specifically how this energy might manifest in your life. There's no right or wrong way to do that. I really do think that divination pulls us towards our own developing our own intuition. And if you feel drawn to use the Western system, you should do that. If you feel drawn to use the Vedic system, you should do that. Whatever feels good for you, and you'll know what resonates and what doesn't. So let's just see for those, like the people who are here for their Vedic sign, like what in their nakshatra is, how it'll change. Wow, this Ten of Swords has been coming out like in all these readings. There's been the energy of betrayal. like in all of these signs. Okay, so maybe that's it. You guys feel ousted. You feel like you're breaking away from tradition. And for some of you, you've just been advised not to go back to school or something like that. That's usually traditional, or you've had to turn your back on some kind of religious leader or group because of money. I feel like there's a way that they were using money or something that just didn't sit really right with you, and you saw it and you were aware of it, and you are just not about that life, so you turned your back on that in some way. For those of you in Mula, I feel like you've had a really big disappointment. You feel betrayed, you feel backstabbed, and this might be one of those low points. You know, Mula is the energy that has extreme like levels in highs and lows in their life, and this could be one of those moments where you feel like you didn't see something coming, and somebody had betrayed you and then ran off. So you've kind of like called that person out, like at least within yourself. You're calling for karmic justice. But I do feel like a new day is coming, and life is ready to step in and help you. In some way, crows and wolves are kind of coming together as a totem. And you do have some kind of tool here. This is like refocusing your attention to some kind of tool that you have. Yeah. So for Purva Shada, we have the 10 of Pentacles. We have 2 10s here. So something's definitely coming to an end. You guys are focused on family, perhaps. You're focused on building your wealth. You're focused on building stability. You're finding magic in everyday moments. Even if you felt like you were kind of dealt a blow, and you're getting in touch with what's actually valuable, because you could have been around a person or like a leader in a group who very much like placed financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. And you're starting to realize that actually what true value is the relationships and the bonds that hold us together. That's true abundance, that you can't have abundance without having a holistic and regenerative system. And you're kind of throwing yourself into the simple things. I feel like you're in a very appreciative energy of whatever it is that you have here. And possibly some of you guys are considering moving away from home. And that energy actually continues into Uttara Ashada. We have like this, you know, Ashada kind of energy, and we have Purva and Uttara. But I also feel like for Uttara Ashada, it's like you guys could be getting an opportunity to kind of move away. I feel like this feels kind of sudden for some of you guys, and you have to make a very quick, logical choice. But some of you guys are choosing to, you're getting some kind of opportunity coming in. Also, this is Jupiter. This is your own energy that's coming through. Uttara Ashada is the sun, but Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. And yeah, I feel like you guys have an opportunity coming in. Like the wheel's going to turn suddenly. And guru, like Jupiter is also the guru. So it might be like, yeah, just finding out information that breaks something down. But you guys are manifesting something different for yourselves, all of you. You guys, and just for Mula, like with the 6 of Swords, you guys are moving away from this painful energy. And you're moving away from whatever betrayal happened. And I feel like Purva Ashada, you guys are, I feel like you're at home and you're happy and you're manifesting like kind of from that place. So I want to see why finances is here. We had the Queen of Wands, right? Come out, which is you guys. Okay. Yeah. Like there's some kind of business. There's some kind of communication around finance too. Possibly a philosophical disagreement, something that you became aware of. This is Mercury energy that likes to take things apart and put things back together. And with this Sun energy, maybe there's a difference in philosophy, and you felt like somebody was possibly being manipulative. You called a judgment on somebody and it broke your heart, I feel like, Saggy. So you guys are independent and you're focusing on what really matters. You're building up your own spirituality. You're defending what you find valuable, and you're realizing the places where you were just incompatible with this group or with this teacher or with this institution. Maybe you feel like something was a scam, like a little bit of scam. Someone was trying to like hook you by trying to identify your values and like kind of play up to them. But you're breaking free from this. You're having like tons of spiritual downloads and insights, and you guys are resting and you're healing from this, and you're ready to kind of start anew, you know? Possibly some of you guys are thinking about an opportunity that would require you to move to a different country. You're just feeling a little stuck at the moment, understandable. So a lot of you guys, I feel like you're turning inward and you're turning towards like your spirituality, your own spirituality, and what makes you feel good and fulfilled. Even though this betrayal energy kind of is lingering a little bit here. So that's what I have for you guys, Sagittarius. I hope that you found that very helpful, and that I wish you all the best if you guys are dealing with like this kind of group here. And all the best to you in September. Bye, guys.